Strikeout night for Shohei.
Swing and a miss.
Got him again.
Well, the man of the hour is about to toe the rubber for the Angels. That is Shohei Ohtani, and well, it is in fact showtime here at the Big A alongside Mark Gubaza. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Carlin Bathe with us down on the field since June 9th. All right, this is just since June 9th. 9-4, sub-2 ERA, opponent batting average at 206, 15 starts. And during that time, he's hit .282 with 23 homers, and this is in 81 games as a hitter and as a pitcher. And I know we know how good this guy is as a two-way player, something that has never been done or will be done again for quite some time. But it just might need some convincing to others when it comes to the AL MVP. Hopefully, he really has a great showing.
Yeah, my go-tos for Shohei to continue this stretch he's had. You mentioned since that long period of time, 15 starts. Really, we look at his last three, what he's done, and get that slider and get chases with his slider. He's got a high percentage, a 39.7% whiff percentage versus his slider. And sinker four-seam combo for some quick outs on the ground, get some outs and be able to get deeper in the game and utilize that slider, splitter, and curveball combo to get some punch-outs when need be.
Well, you know, Gooby, when we were doing our open, we got an announcement that there has been a lineup change for the Mariners. A late scratch is Julio Rodriguez. We don't know a reason why. As soon as we do, we'll let you know. So here it is. J.P. Crawford, Ty France, Carlos Santana. Then it's Jesse Winker, Cal Rowley, Adam Frazier, Sam Haggerty. Taylor Trammell gets the start in center field. Abraham Toro is at third. Also, no Eugenio Suarez for Scott Service's Mariners because last night, little fracture on his index finger on his throwing hand. He was placed on the 10-day IL.
Yeah, that's a big part of their lineup, especially a big moment, home run power for Scott Service and Seattle. Shohei Ohtani's all about business on the mound, and that first inning, always the important inning for Shohei Ohtani.
So J.P. Crawford will lead off on this Saturday night. On a perfect night for baseball. First pitch is in there for strike one. So the two big bats out of the lineup for the M's in Rodriguez and Suarez. It's combined about 68 home runs nearly.
But for Shohei Ohtani, it's all about him executing his pitch. It doesn't matter who's in the lineup against him. He's ready to compete at the highest level. Long time waiting to throw that baseball for Shohei.
And we saw Stassi take quite a beating last night, but he is back in there. He's been the primary catcher for Ohtani. Fouled back, 1-2.
See what secondary pitch right now Shohei's comfortable with to try to get a strikeout now.
Another long wait. Here's the 1-2. Just fouled at the plate. Defense behind Shohei here today. Let's take a look at the outfield. Mickey Moniak in left, Mike Trout in center, and Taylor Ward played some great defense last night in right. Infield, third to first, Duffy, Rengifo, Stefanik, and Ford. And doing the catching, as I mentioned, Max Stassi.
And the defense always starts with that guy on the mound, and Shohei Ohtani is excellent. This 7 steals allowed in 11 attempts in his career. That's covering 60 starts. Fields his position well, but completely shuts down a running game against him.
We'll try that 1-2 once again.
Hard fastball right away, a 98-mile-an-hour fastball for Ohtani. See how late Crawford, a guy that makes contact though. Not an easy guy to strike out. Between him and Frazier, they make consistent contact.
Now the splitter misses 2-2. Ohtani with 141 innings pitched on the season, just shy of qualifying. You need an inning per game played. This is game 145 for the Halos, so it gets deep in this game. He will once again qualify. 4 more starts for Ohtani, including tonight, second to last here at the Big A, where he pitches extremely well.
Pretty patient at bat for Crawford, as usual. Sees a lot of pitches. Worked his way to a full count now. Ty France waiting on deck. As usual with Shohei, you just try to battle your way through the first inning and then get on that roll.
And the 3-2. Gets past Ohtani, but Rengifo is there.
By the way, you see how quick his reflexes were on that one?
Yep.
Amazing. Almost got to that baseball.
He hasn't fielded a ton of baseballs this year, but he's just so athletic.
And with the defense different for him this game, the way his defense is set up, especially in the middle part of the infield with Rengifo and Stefanik, you're going to see him more apt to try to field his position a little bit differently. A lot of guys in this starting in the infield have not played a whole lot behind Shohei Ohtani. So this is when he becomes that 5th infielder.
Ty France now with 1 down. What a game for Rengifo last night. Homered from both sides of the plate, playing shortstop. David Fletcher placed on the IL last night. Livan Soto has been recalled from AA Rocket City, and his first game will be his major league debut. It became unfair for Fletcher. The hand was just, it was too difficult for him to swing the bat. The hope is he'll come back and be able to play again before the end of the season.
I love when you're seeing from Shohei, though, Patrick. He'll drop down a different arm angle at times with his slider. A little different arm angle in that one. You know how well Ty France hits breaking balls. 297 with 52 hits versus breaking balls.
Wow, that slider is awesome.
So the one before, a little bit lower arm angle. That one is normal arm slide on a slider. So 2 different looks on a slider for a guy that hits breaking balls exceptionally well.
Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the night for Ohtani. 11 away from 200.
And changing that up as far as speed, that went up to 88-mile-an-hour slider. So 3 types of sliders over top with the arm angle and 88. So a little bit lower arm angle, brings it up more so, but then there's a separation in speeds, and then he goes 88 for the punch out. Again, when you're talking about a guy that hits breaking balls that well as Ty France does, that's how good that slider is.
With 2 down, here's Carlos Santana, who also had a multi-homer game last night. A switch hitter, swing and a miss, strike 1. We got the word from the Mariners on the reason why Julio Rodriguez was scratched, lower back tightness.
Such an exciting young player. You just hope for the best, and hopefully he'll be back out there as soon as possible for Seattle. As a baseball fan, you just love watching him play.
Let's second that. 0-2.
So slider, cutter, backdoor slider, cutter at 92.
Two outs here, top of the first.
It's like Shohei shook off a splitter, it looked like.
Look at all the, he's going through all the pitches there, like 5 or 6 different ones. What does he want here, sir?
I'm wondering, because I, as a pitcher myself, I had like one shake for you. It's either a slider or a fastball.
He had 5 different shake-offs.
Yes.
The 0-2. 101.
Sinker. 101. Sinker. Wow.
How do you explain it? Insane.
Look how much, I don't know how you fouled that ball off, by the way. The only thing you look is some tape, video, I should say, of that sinker is a hitter against him.
You talked about the first inning being that one that Shohei needs to get past to settle in. He's taking time.
Not quite on the same page yet. I don't know if it was because if he anticipated. I mean, granted, you got through that at bat with Crawford leading off instead of Julio Rodriguez, but the pace a little slower than normal for Shohei.
Swing and a miss, another strikeout. That's 190, 10 away from 200 on the season, and a great start.
All his pitches, I love that sinker at 101, but then follows up at another nasty slider. The arm angle has been excellent, and the changing of the speeds of the slider. Not the usual exit velocity off the bat necessarily for Trout, but going the other way will bring a pitch on the inner half at some point during this game, and that's one he can hit a long way. See if Shohei can help himself out at the dish. 2 home runs this season when he's on the mound starting the game.
You see his season numbers there at the plate. He gave a tip of the helmet towards the Seattle Mariners dugout. The ever polite one, Ohtani-san. And he absolutely hammers that one. That ball is off the wall. Trout got a late jump. He's going to be sent. The throw to the plate, not in time. RBI double for Ohtani. 1-0 Angels, and he helps himself out.
Boy, that was an absolute rocket by Shohei. Going the other way, he's been hitting the ball the other way in this series every swing. And you knew at some point he was going to get some lift. Exit velocity, 106.8 miles per hour. Shohei thought he got it himself. Kirby thought Ohtani got it. What a swing. When you think about it, he hits a baseball off the bat, 107 miles per hour, and he threw a pitch 101.1 miles per hour in the same inning. Hello, Shohei. Out on the bump, top of the second, or Hyundai key for the game today. A little Chris Tomlin, chase me down, get some chases down below the strikeout, below the strike zone with his slider and splitter, and even that sinker. Chase me down. Shohei Ohtani with 2 strikeouts, top of the first. In those chases below the strike zone.
Well, he's through the first. He drove in the run, scored Mike Trout, who had singled.
Oh wait, that's pretty quick how Trout got around. That was a rocket off the wall. That's how fast Trout is.
When I was pulling in, and there was a huge group of Japanese fans that were making their first ever appearance here at Angel Stadium. They were taking the photos, and I know there is a 16-hour time difference, so it's Sunday morning in Japan, and we welcome our fantastic Angels fans in Japan and all around the world. We're witnessing history once again. Ohtani is a better pitcher this year than he was last year. And I think as a hitter, although he doesn't have the power numbers, strikeouts are down, doesn't chase as much.
And Winker at the plate doesn't swing at the first pitch a lot, but when you're dealing with Shohei Ohtani, a lot of hitters are up swinging at the first pitch.
Just like that.
And part of the reason is because you don't want to fall behind and have to deal with so many variety of out pitches that Shohei Ohtani brings to the mound every time.
In there, 0-2. Last night things got a little spicy with Jose Quijada on the bump in the 7th. Jesse Winker was at the plate. There was some chirping from the Mariners dugout. Julio Rodriguez about whether or not Quijada was coming to a full stop. When Winker reached first base after the walk, he told Well, both Matt Dice and Winker thought he was coming to a complete stop, so I got that info for you. But it was pretty heated last night.
That four-seamer at 99. We saw him throw his sinker at 101. Good numbers in his career in 5 starts versus Seattle. 8-1 strikeout to walk ratio in 31 innings for Ohtani.
The 1-2 swing. Oh, and he just got a piece fouled off at the plate.
Look at the pitch arsenal for Shohei Ohtani against Seattle this season. Statcast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. Four-seam fastball about 37%, slider 31%. A lot of them split about 15, curve at 4, do a few sinkers, and cutter at about 7% against Seattle. He's already used his slider quite a bit so far today in his 20 pitches. 15 of the 20 strikes so far for Ohtani.
Decent percentage.
There's a split. Trying to get those chases down. Couldn't quite get him to go after that splitter.
Even though that was a 1-2-3 first inning for Ohtani with 2 Ks, still seemed like he was trying to get on the same page with Stassi. Traditional signs with nobody on.
Okay, he went on that one.
No swing, says Jerry Meals.
That looked like he went on that one. Let's see if he was able to hold up. He had the momentum going forward, and he definitely swung at that one.
Nevin would probably agree.
And even looked like
Winker
Jesse Winker thought, wow, thank you for that one.
The 3-2 just fouled off at the plate. Another cutter at 92. So he threw a sinker at 101. He's got the cutter, the four-seamer, got the slider, he's got the split.
See if he can get a ground ball rated Stefanik here now.
In there, got him. Jesse Winker strikes out 3 in a row for Ohtani.
That little harder slider, that might have been a little off the inside corner though. And then Jesse Winker had a little reason to be upset with that one. That was off the plate.
Well, considering the check swing break he got. He gets rung up, 1 down.
Cal Raleigh's another hitter in this lineup, especially when you think of power numbers, swinging on the first pitch.
You're all over it tonight, partner.
So 6 swing and misses so far for Ohtani. 5 have been on his slider. So slider, very, very effective. Remember, keep in mind, last time out when he had to leave the game with that blister issue on his index finger, he said part of it, he says, I could have kept throwing a slider. That's no problem at all. You're seeing a slider being used here early on and effectively used early on for Shohei.
And the dude just wants to win, flat out.
I'll tell you what, though, when you look at these guys playing behind him, they go, it's next level. When you have an ace on your staff, that day, everyone's got an edge to them playing the field for you. They want to make every play. They want to do everything possible to keep this magical season going again for Ohtani. Talked to Matt Duffy about that double play turn yesterday. He said he had to get rid of it quickly. He gave a lot of credit to Luis Rengifo on the transfer of that double play last night. A huge one So you see the defense ready to make a play for Ohtani here.
Behind 2-1, that is driven to center field, and that is going to get down. Trout over to cut it off, and that's a good play to keep that to a single. And that's the first hit of the game for the Mariners.
That baseball was hit hard. Cal Raleigh, but Trout able to cut it off and get it in quickly to second base. Ball off the bat, 108 miles per hour, and Shohei's going to generate a lot of that power with his velocity on his pitches. But because of that play by Trout, you still keep a double play in order. Shohei's had 7 double plays turned behind him this season. Not a huge ground ball percentage, about 38.4% ground ball rate. Does have 1 ground ball out today.
Well, this guy at the plate will definitely make contact. Adam Frazier. Tough to strike out. 1 on, 1 out here, top of the second. 1-0 Halos. That's in there for strike 1.
It's that cutter. So you're seeing right now an established part of the plate you can go to.
Yep, that inside part for the lefty.
Brandon Miller's calling that pitch inside. So keep that in mind as you go forward here in this game for both pitchers. George Kirby can pitch inside very well, the lefties too. He paints his fastball. Even away, that's the part of the play, whether it's into a lefty or away on a righty, he's been calling. See, I think that's by design. He tried to go that cutter upstairs. That's one of those pitches, though, against Adam Frazier. He can make contact with it. We talk about him being a good contact hitter. A cutter upstairs, more of a flat break, allows him to at least punch that ball to left. So if you're Mickey Moniak and a left field, you got to be ready for a pitch here thrown by Ohtani and Frazier at the plate.
Here's the 0-2. The difference in the fastballs as far as the velo is concerned. So if the cutter is at around 92, the four-seamer's at the 94, 95 range, and then he throws that sinker at 101. Like, what's the different grip on all those fastballs?
Well, the 2 and 4 seam completely different. It's across the seam, the 2 seam in between the seams of the baseball, but the cutter is going to put more pressure on the. You think a cutter is almost similar to a slider would be throwing a football. You just have that quick little action with your wrist, and that's going to have that cut action, even though you're going to have a similar velocity between that and your four-seamer.
Ohtani warning the Mariners bench.
Seattle's made Shohei work a little bit here as far as pitches thrown. He's been effective, 33-23 strikes. They found also pretty tough pitches.
Mariners with 19 games left in the season. Halos with 18. The stretch run.
Well, so far, he's thrown at least 3 splitters. It hasn't had a good feel for it yet. He bounced them. Hasn't been close enough to get a swing at that yet.
It was 75 degrees at first pitch. And the ball was, I mean, same exact temperature last night. 7 homers. I mean, it was jumping out of the yard.
Shohei's going to try a backdoor slider here now.
Cal Raleigh at first. 1 out. And a 2-2 to Frazier. That sinker, hard sinker, inside misses. 3-2.
Scott Service have enough trust Frazier to make contact to send Raleigh here. You usually don't think that, especially with one out. You're trying to create an opportunity to score against Shohei.
Ground ball. That's a nice play by Rengifo, and he gets the force out. What a play! Hopefully he's okay. Reaching for his left hand, glove hand.
Mentioned that defense, when a star and an ace is on the bump, you're going to make those plays. It's our all-state mayhem moment. What a play. That looked like it was destined to be a hit. Shohei Ohtani loving that play by Rengifo. That baseball is by him. The presence of mind to quickly throw to second and get the force out against Cal Raleigh, who was not going on the pitch. Shohei liking that defense. Nice play by Trout, cutting off that play to right center, and now that great play by Rengifo.
A+, top notch. What a play by Rengifo. 2 outs. Sam Haggerty is the batter. The switch hitter, always a tough out. Takes strike one. Curveball in there.
Yeah, you were wondering when he was going to drop that slow little 75-mile-an-hour curveball in there.
He's having a great season. Tough little player for the Mariners. He's been hitting lefties extremely well. Strike 2. He's had a tough September at the plate after a red-hot August. Ohtani already with 3 strikeouts. Well, he wanted it, just missed.
So we've already established he's not going to call that pitch, and even though that's off the plate, slightly off the plate, we're seeing that inside part. But that's a good splitter, though. That's a good sign. If he's able to throw that splitter like that, he can come right back with the exact same splitter. There's a chance. But that's when we hear the oohs and ahs in the crowd that you might get a swing and miss from Haggerty if it's not in the zone.
Ground ball, Duffy trying to make a play, just foul. Jerry Meals on the call. That's a break.
Talk about letting the baseball get deep in the zone. That was almost in the catcher's mitt. That was one of those crazy swings that a lot of times results in a fair ball. You see it going foul. Once it gets by the bag, it's a third base umpire's call. In front of the bag, it's a home plate umpire's call. That was a cutter.
A battle here in the second. 2 down, 1 on, and the 1-2. Fouled away.
99-mile-an-hour sinker.
This is fun. We've seen a once-in-a-lifetime player right here. Adam Frazier at first, pretty good speed.
It's a slower pace for Shohei today. Now, whether it was a change in the lineup, he's so precise on how to attack every single hitter in the lineup. Or just not on the same page quite yet with Max Stassi as far as what pitches to throw. And you can see it once again.
Well, they got it now. Right back to Ohtani, and you highlighted his defense to start the game, and well, that's just a perfect example right there.
That baseball was hit pretty hard, right back up the middle, and how quick you are to have to make that play, but how quick Rengifo was to make that play. That ball was almost in the outfield, grass, the force out, and then Ohtani fielding his position, right back at him, picks it, gets that out. Shohei still up with the Angels 1-0.
Clean innings, 3 strikeouts, but he's definitely had to work. Take a look at our Discover matchup. When you talk about the American League MVP candidates, it's certainly getting a lot of buzz, these two, right? Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani. It is a debate that has become slightly contentious, I think, at times. A national East Coast writer kind of taking a shot at the city of Anaheim. And, you know, to me, they're just both amazing players. Whatever happens, we're seeing great seasons from both of these guys. We have our pick, they got theirs, and let's just see what happens.
I'm a firm believer when you're talking about baseball and players in baseball, that's a good thing, whether it's you know, one side or the other. It's telling everybody around this in the world and in the States here that baseball was still very, very important, and it's a big conversation piece. I love it. I think it's great for the game.
Yeah, I think I embrace debate, and there might be a quick out. And Stefanik cuts that off, and he gets Taylor Trammell. That's a big quick out. And you look at, if you're looking at wins above replacement right now, Aaron Judge, and a lot of people, you know, he has the lead over Shohei Ohtani, and they have trouble, people, how to value what Shohei Ohtani is doing on both sides of the ball. I mean, he's a better pitcher this year than last year, when he won the American League MVP unanimously. I just still think it's too early to decide.
I think it's going. We talked about it on the pregame show with Ken French and Bobby Valentine. It's going down to the last game, just like a lot of chances for teams to get to the postseason. It's going to be the same thing. Shohei is scheduled at this moment to pitch the last game of the season, regular season, for the Angels up in Oakland.
He has 12 wins. He's closing in on 200 strikeouts. He could hit 40 homers.
Bottom line is people are talking baseball, and that's what you want.
Yep.
And I love that. We're seeing two phenomenal players competing at the highest level for their team.
Abraham Toro, the batter, count is 2-1. Yankees are in Milwaukee, and they're losing 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Judge is 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. He has 57 homers, as you saw. The American League record, 61 by Roger Maris in 61.
Good slider. It's a pretty good spin rate on his slider today, Shohei. Never been a guy that completely wows you with overwhelming spin on his pitches, but it's definitely above average now. A few years ago, he was average or below on spin on most of his pitches. Not the case anymore.
Looking for a flare job is Toro. And that one goes foul. As far as the relatively quick, you know, time in between innings for Shohei, how would that impact you as a pitcher?
Well, you're just trying to go out there. You want to get in a rhythm, and what I'm looking for in this half inning for Shohei is to get a rhythm on the mound. He's been taking a long time in between pitches, so once you see him get into a rhythm and a good pattern on the mound, that's when he's really going to take off. It doesn't matter if it's a short or long inning, as long as he gets a rhythm, and still you're seeing a little bit slower pace as far as the signs being put down and agreed upon.
That couldn't feel good at all. Again, the Mariners without Eugenio Suarez on the IL. It's a little with a fracture in his index finger on his throwing hand. Julio Rodriguez a scratch with back tightness just before first pitch. Day game tomorrow, as well as Monday, to wrap up the 4-game series. Head-to-head, 8-8 between the Angels and the Mariners. Got him.
Another strikeout on a slider. 4 on the night for Ohtani, 192 on the season.
8 away from the magic 200.
You know, he stays on top of that baseball, straight down. And he could create, think about Shohei Ohtani, he could create different break on a slider. Some more that horizontal, some more vertical drop on a slider, depending on how hard he throws it. It almost looks like that could have been a curveball, but it's not, because his curveball is 75, 78 range. He loves to throw that generally on the first pitch to a lefty.
Second time through, here's J.P. Crawford. Ground ball out to shortstop and a long at bat to start the game. Slider for strike one.
Movement
just off the plate.
It's great to watch reaction for hitters when they see that sinker for the first time.
I mean, the horizontal break on that is insane. Pretty well, and gets past Stefanik for a hit. 2-out single for Crawford. And that's going to bring up Ty France.
That slider more middle of the plate. Crawford able to get the good part of the bat, the barrel of the bat on it. Crawford with his 3 stolen bases in 5 attempts. Ooh, that was a break on that one. That's that breaking ball that France hits so well, especially upstairs. We saw that last night on a slider upstairs, and he is on that pitch. You see that reaction by Shohei. He's like, oh, I got away with that one. So good on breaking balls, and when you elevate a breaking ball, it's not a good result normally against France.
Swing and a miss on that one. The slider off the plate. Oh, nice break, 1 and 2. So maybe he's getting that rhythm going that you're talking about. Four strikeouts so far for Ohtani. Leading 1-0 here in the third. That's lifted to right field. Taylor Ward, long run. And he's not going to get there. So for Ohtani, on the fastest pitches on strikeouts this year, MLB starters, and the sinker at 101.4. Let's go back to the one he threw Kyle Tucker. And this is on strikeouts. And the emotion.
Yeah, that was Robbie Ray. Like emotion on that swing and miss.
And you got some guys on this leaderboard. Fastest pitches on strikeouts, Hunter Green a couple of times, DeGrom. Green 3 times, in fact, and there's Shohei Ohtani, 101.4, and he hit 101.1. Not on a strikeout, but he's got the velo working here so far tonight.
Hunter Green many a times at Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks. Splitter up and in. Still haven't quite found. He threw a pretty good splitter once this inning so far. It's Trammell, but that's about it so far as a splitter feel. Imagine after a splitter and he goes that hard slider away. Got to keep it down off the plate though. In the zone, has got a chance of being hit hard by Ty France.
Little chopper, Rengifo, the short way, and takes care of business. Ohtani threw 3 and due up 4th. next. Water fueled by nature. And by Jack in the Box, spicy chicken strips are back at Jack in the Box for a limited time, starting at just $5.49. As the sun sets over Laguna, Southern California, another gorgeous night. Great to have you alongside. Mark Gubaza, Carla Bay, the entire Valley Sports crew, Patrick O'Neill here. And we got a tight one. 1-0 Halos here, top of the fourth. Ohtani on the hill. He was on the on-deck circle. And now he's back out to the bump. What do you like best, what you've seen so far in this one?
Well, a little bit better as far as a little better pace last half inning for Shohei, but his slider's been really, really good and effective. Still haven't seen quite that crisp swing and miss splitter from him. Seems a good movement on his sinker. But he knows he's in a battle here tonight against this lineup for Seattle and Kirby on the other side. The way he's thrown the ball in his last 9 starts, just like Shohei has done over his last 15 starts.
He said he might have to help himself. He's done that with an RBI double. Kirby's retired 8 in a row since. Carlos Santana. He's going to lead off. Oh my goodness, come on. No, seriously, this is video game stuff. This is not human. Unreal.
Well, we were kind of promoting him a little bit for Gold Glove, and he's showing some Gold Glove reflexes today.
That's going to be a knock. Wow.
He almost apologized for Carlos Santana. I'm sorry, I caught that. Like, my bad. Sorry. So he's made 2 excellent plays back up the middle.
Last Angels pitcher to win a Gold Glove, it was Griffin Canning in 2020. He's just the second Angels pitcher ever. You probably know the other one because he won 5 of them, 5 straight. In fact, Mark Langston stole one from my partner here, by the way. You knew I was.
We're still friends.
Yes,
We're still
of course.
friends.
Stole it, though, flat out because of the reputation.
No, he was one of the best fielding pitchers I've ever seen, Mark Langston.
Yeah.
Canning, he could pick it on the mound also, and really good as far as when you think about right-handed pitchers and slowing down a running game. It's not easy to do that. A little easier as a left-handed pitcher. But Canning, great at it, but Shohei Ohtani's excellent. Let's hope at some point you see Griffin Canning back on the bump.
There he is.
Great pickoff mode, unbelievable range on the mound.
Does a great job on the radio with Terry Smith. Bernie goes
boom.
Bernie goes boom. Terry.
Yes.
Terry.
Smitty was frozen in time there.
2-2 to Winker.
Likes to throw a cutter to Winker so far in this game. Winker coming in this now 2 for 5 now with a home run against Ohtani.
Interesting on defense. Rengifo went from short right on the shift. Completely moves over to the traditional shortstop. 2-2. Sinker downstairs at 99.
Winker's had a couple long at bats so far, and he got him on a 3-2 slider, just a little bit off the inside corner, looking last time up. So back-to-back 3-2 counts against him.
And he pops that one up. Trout is there. And 2 down. '67 pitches. Always want to check that pitch count for Ohtani, the two-way superstar. Left that last start with a blister on the index finger of his throwing hand, of course. Still picked up the W. Last 3 starts before this one, Toronto, Houston, and Houston back-to-back. Now Seattle.
So that's twice now he's got Cal Raleigh to swing at the first pitch, which he usually does on sliders down and in off the plate. Remember, he hit that baseball really hard. Trout cut off in right center on a flatter slider. Looks like he's going to come back. Try to run this fastball upstairs. Oh, he tied him up good on a four-seamer. At 99.
That's got to be the hardest four-seamer he's thrown tonight. Just getting warmed up, apparently. Swing and a miss.
That's the splitter.
That's unreal. He's got 5 strikeouts, and just guess who's leading off the bottom of the 4th. Any ideas?
Showtime.
Showtime at the Big A, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss it.
5 strikeouts, 4 with his slider. He's had that tight slider working. He's changed speeds on a slider. The big thing I've noticed here today is Shohei Ohtani, the arm angle with a slider. That's more over the top. Santana swing and miss, and then he drops down a little lower arm angle on this slider against Ty France to go off the plate. So tighter break to it, different arm angle. Shohei Ohtani with that good feel. Again, 5 strikeouts in 4 innings pitched. No walks for Ohtani. One of those strikeouts, splitter last inning. So if he gets that one working too, watch out.
That ERA now at 2.48. And our media relations maven, Matt Birch, is always countering any national tweet from the East Coast, generally pointing out how good Aaron Judge is, which he is. And Birchie will reply with a tweet of his own saying, you know, that, and Carlin sent us this screen grab, that he once again qualifies for the league leaders as a pitcher. This is Ohtani. No player has ever qualified as a hitter and a pitcher in the same season in the World Series era. He now leads MLB in strikeouts per 9. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Adam Frazier. That guy can put the ball in play.
And for some reason, and you got to feel good if you're Adam Frazier against Shohei Ohtani. Not many people could say this. Great numbers for him. So even that first at bat he had, looked like he had a surefire single, but Rengifo made an outstanding play. He was 3 for 5 going into the game against Ohtani. 1 for 2 today. Could have easily been 2 for 2, but wasn't such a great play by Rengifo. Diving and getting that baseball before it got to the outfield grass.
Career season for Sam Haggerty, the switch hitter. Hits lefties better. Will battle you at the plate. Frazier can run at first.
We already documented how good Shohei Ohtani is as far as shutting down a running game. He's quick to the plate. It's not that he has a great move to first base. He's just quick. He's going to be 115 to 125 range on his times to the plate. That's how quick he is. Even at the height he's at 6'4". See, that's quick slide step.
Staying away from Haggerty. Both pitches close, but off the plate. Have to be talking about Shohei. How'd you hit that? I don't know. There's a ground ball forward, makes that play, and gets the force out.
Yeah, Haggerty runs too well. You're not going to have a play. Good decision there by Ford to make the quick throw to Rengifo, and just hold on to that baseball. You still keep a double play in order. Nice play by Mike Ford there.
.75 on the number. He's talking over his defensive plan. Should that ball go right back to him? Taylor Trammell is the batter. Laid out of the lineup with Julio Rodriguez a scratch with back tightness.
Got quick hands on pitches inside, so stay away against them. Oh, ended up being inside. Yeah.
You're not kidding. of former Reds here tonight.
It's a nice adjustment. Now he starts that slider towards the outside part of the plate, brings it back, gets it into the zone. Now you have him set up for a chase.
He's just in total command of his game. Trammell does have 3 homers on the year. Halos with that shift to the right side. Swing and a miss, a strikeout. That is 6 on the night for Ohtani. 2 down.
Second on his splitter. After he got him to just pull that first pitch mistake inside part of the plate, backdoor slider, finish him off with a nasty split.
Well, he's got that splitter working right now.
Last 2 strikeouts on his splitter. When you look how many strikeouts on his splitter this season coming into the game, 62 strikeouts on his splitter, now 64 on the season. A huge number of strikeouts on his secondary pitches.
Nice move.
That was about that's the first time we've seen the A move by Shohei. That was quick.
On the money too. Haggerty just gets back.
He's looking in to make sure. He usually has that slow lob throw over the first base.
Right.
That footwork and quick release.
Does everything so well. In there. Abraham Toro struck out his first time up.
Seattle, I think Haggerty with his speed, I think I'd take a shot at trying to steal a base right now just because you're anticipating a secondary pitch.
Pretty good lead. Doesn't go. And that is in there, 0-2.
I think that sometimes as a hitter, it's not a good thing because you're thinking he's going, so you're willing to take a strike to let him get into scoring position, and he ends up taking a pitch that might have been pretty hittable for Toro.
Ohtani shake off, looking to put 5 in the books. Here's the 0-2 off the plate. Oh, 98.
But I like that miss because if he's going 0-2, because a lot of times that splitter or sliders coming 0-2, that's almost a pitch out. Now you got to believe Shohei's throwing a secondary pitch, and it's the time he may be on the move.
And another good move. Ohtani wanted it.
Ford saying no, don't look in there. Close though. It's about as good as I've seen as far as a pickoff move.
Of Ohtani or just anybody?
And Shohei usually, clearly when you do that, he does a lot of warm-up work in the outfield off the wall, and he was working on his footwork, so he's incorporated that along with his sinker now.
Runner goes, the 1-2, and he got him. 7, count of 7 strikeouts, 5 complete innings for Shohei Ohtani. You have to love what you're seeing. He is remarkable. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam and what we have seen from Shohei Ohtani, who is an absolute bona fide ace in Major League Baseball.
Be able to use all his pitches. Started off slow with the feel for his splitter. Has picked that up. Slider's been good. Using that sinker on occasion, 4-seamer, curveball. Shohei Ohtani now in the 6th inning here now.
Yeah, 3rd time through, and you pointed out 3rd time through is been some of his best stuff on the season. As he goes, he gets stronger.
It's a 218 batting average. Definitely when you think of trends in baseball, that 3rd time through, generally you'll see managers get the bullpens going, but Shohei's been good that 3rd time through.
Livan Soto indeed is at shortstop. His first time in the show. And Rengifo moves over to second base. Speaking with Soto before the game, congratulating him. He said shortstop was the position that he has been playing since he was a small little kid, but at the Rocket City, he's been playing some 3rd and 2nd. Might make the start tomorrow versus a lefty. And Marco Gonzalez, 0-2.
Backdoor cutter.
By the way, it'll be Reed Detmers on the hill tomorrow for the Halos. 12:30 Angels live. Day game the next 2.
Looking for an efficient, quick out here now with 2 strikes on Crawford, who's a contact hitter. But the splitter's been working. Overthrew that splitter.
Seven strikeouts so far on the night for Ohtani, and he now qualifies, and he is the league leader, strikeouts per 9 among starters. Deliberate approach tonight.
Surprised Crawford and well, there he's finally calling for timeout.
High leg kick. Warning for the fans. Has there been any other pitcher that warns fans of foul balls into the stands that you have seen in your career?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
I was always just happy the baseball when it was hit was not in play against me.
2-2. Crawford worked a full count right back in the 3rd and then singled. Another local lad here. If anybody's wondering whether or not the pitch clock will affect Ohtani next year, don't, because it won't. If anybody can make an adjustment to any new rule, let's see another player.
It's a pretty good indication of the contact that Crawford can make. That was a 99-mile-an-hour sinker, and he was able to foul that one off. So you got a contact hitter, very difficult to strike out.
In there, got him. Another K for the remarkable one, Shohei Ohtani.
Painted the outside corner. The only way, really, you're going to get a chance to strike out Crawford is to get him to look at a backdoor slider like this from Ohtani. Great spin on that. That's a nice job of presentation by Stassi on that one. Just kept the glove there, slightly moved it up, got the call on the corner.
He's got 8 strikeouts on the night. One down, and it's Ty France at the plate. Oh, paint just off the plate.
That was a great pitch right there. A little sinker right on the corner.
And right to Luis Rengifo. Soft little contact for out number 2. Just moves over to second base. Oh, there's some frustration from France and the rest of the hitters.
We've talked about it a lot, and not only today, but throughout this entire season. Ty France is one of the best breaking ball hitters in the game. And Shohei has got him to chase one, a ground ball out, now a soft contact on a breaking ball.
I mean, he is picking his spots right now. Carlos Santana, 2 homers a night ago, 0 for 2.
Boy, as a hitter, it's got to be tough, because you're in there and you know you're dealing with somebody with outstanding stuff, and you just can't get your rhythm and timing together.
Got back into the press box in a hurry. Back into our friends from the Japanese media. They've got the baseball and they got something to write about. A little backhand play. Ford says, "I got you, big fella." 6 in the books for Shohei Ohtani. And when we come back, it'll be Trout, Ohtani, and Ward. He has been brilliant on the mound. 6 innings, 0 earnings, 0 walks. He has 8 strikeouts. He's looking for win number 13 on the season. That's him on the mound. As the hitter, he has driven in a run with a double. He's also drawn a walk, the only walk Kirby has allowed, and scored the 2nd run of the game. He's doing it all, and he's on the bump for the 7th, and it's Winker, Raleigh, and Frazier due up.
Big inning for Ohtani. 2 guys who have had success against him in the lineup right here, these top 3. Winker's got some success. Frazier definitely has. And Raleigh with a base hit against him first at bat. So this is a battle right here for Shohei. Try to maintain the lead.
Approaching 100 pitches. Two starts ago versus Houston here at home. No decision in that game through 111 pitches. Went 8. Winker 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Hit well, but got a guy there. That's Luis Rengifo, 1 down.
Shohei Ohtani's getting some ground ball action here tonight. Eight ground ball outs. For a guy that doesn't have a high percentage as far as ground ball rate on the season. Effective here today.
Catcher Cal Raleigh. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Slider in there for a strike.
Wow. Good splitter for Shohei. Where it starts and where it ends is pretty amazing. Stays on top of that splitter, and it just tumbles. You know what? You're almost thinking you got to try that one again.
Counts 0-2. Mariners are 0 for 13, hitting with 2 strikes in the count tonight.
Shohei is so good with 2 strikes. 0-2 counts. He did try to split it there. He overthrew that one a little bit more than the one before. Went 3 in a row. That one upstairs a little bit more. That plane he threw a splitter there. If he tried his sinker outside corner, I think that would be an effective pitch for Shohei.
He has owned the Mariners. 3-0 in his career.
Trying to get him to chase fastball. A deep breath. You know, at that point here in the 7th inning, Shohei Ohtani's thinking, don't leave anything in the tank. This is my inning. I want to finish this putting up a 0.
2-2 to Cal Raleigh. So the count runs full. Frazier on deck. I know full count. Generally, that guy's going to throw his best pitch, but he's got a number of them. Any thoughts on the approach on this 3-2?
Just throw anything you can throw for a strike. You have to have Cal Raleigh swinging the bat here. Keep it away, force him to go big part of the yard.
So that's going to be a 1-out walk. That's good at bat by Raleigh. That's the first walk for Ohtani tonight. Swanson up for the Mariners. And now Aaron Loop is just taking the jacket off. No hurry. You know, Shohei wants this. Frazier 1 for 2.
I'll tell you what, when you look at Adam Frazier at the plate right here, you don't see many hitters comfortable against Shohei Ohtani, righty or lefty. He is. Just watch him as he's at the plate. You don't see that against Shohei. I don't know of anybody you see that against Shohei. Just watch him as he's ready. That's a pretty good pitch. If you keep that there in the zone, as you can see Shohei's looking in, that's a strike.
That's in there, 1-2. Nevin talking to Ray Montgomery. This guy on the mound has just been outstanding tonight. How much gas left in that tank? 1 on, 1 out here in the 7th, and a 1-2 to Frazier. There's a ground ball. Rengifo to Soto, over to first. Oh, how about it? How about it?
Love that reaction. Shohei Ohtani getting the defense behind him. Said you go to that next level when Ohtani's on the mound. The defense loving that ground ball action. 10 outs on the ground for Shohei Ohtani. Segoy through 7.
Two outs. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ball game. Light up that halo. 2-1. Angels beat the Mariners, and Shohei Ohtani wins number 13.
13, 7 shutout. Great job by Aaron Loop. A 1-2-3 Ninth inning, picking up his 7th career save, first save as a halo. Allows him to get that smile. Look who's out there quickly. Shohei Ohtani, our Toyota player of the game. 7 scoreless, 8 strikeouts, 8 RBI double, walk, and a run scored. Incredible night all around for Shohei Ohtani. Unbelievable. Simply indescribable. Shohei Ohtani again tonight against a team going to the postseason. 4 straight starts against playoff-bound teams, and he has dominated them. Touched 101 with his little sinker. Slider great, splitter came through and shuts out in 7 shutout innings against Seattle as we win the first 2 games of this series. Shohei, yes, you deserve that wink.
Anybody have any questions? Didn't think so. And that has to be the best moment for Aaron Loup as an Angel.
Definitely, get an opportunity to pick up that save. What a moment. You're exactly right on that one, Patrick. But Shohei Ohtani did it all today.
And he's going to be standing by right now with our Carla Bate. Carla, take it away. You're standing by with one of the best ever.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Shohei, 7 shutout innings for you here at the Big A, helping this team get the win. How did it feel out there to get this win against a big division rival?
7回無失点素晴らしいピッチングでしたけど、地区のライバルのマリナーズに好投して勝てたということはどういう意味を持ちますか？
素晴らしいチームなので、1点もやらないように最初から飛ばしていきました。
Yeah, they're a great team. My approach was to not give up a single run, and I was able to accomplish that, so I'm really happy about it.
Now, you love complimenting the defense behind you while you're on the mound. How incredible were they tonight, helping you get some of those outs tonight?
バックの守備に助けられた場面がいくつかありましたけど、見ててどういう心境でした？
難しいボール多かったと思うんですけど、しっかりアウトに取ってくれて、すごい気合が入りました。
Yeah, there's a lot of tough plays that the guys made behind me, and it really gave me confidence to keep on making good pitches.
You had a great defensive play as well, catching a line drive from Carlos Santana in the 4th. How quick did you have to think to catch that ball?
自分自身もピッチャーライナーいい反応で取ってましたけど、プレーをちょっと振り返ってもらっていいですか？
あれは適当に出したら入ったっていうラッキーだったなと思います。
To be honest, I just stuck my hand out there and the ball found the glove.
Great answer. Thank you, Shohei.
Thank you.
Patrick, back to you guys.
Okay, Carla,
So
thanks so much.
incredible.
I think I heard a Segoy at one point in there.
So incredible, so incredible. I love how he goes, I just stuck my glove out there, the baseball found the glove. Well, he's so good, he can do anything he wants when he's on the mound. Shohei Ohtani absolutely dominates. The Angels win 2 in a row against Seattle.
Gooby, great job, man. We'll see you bright and early
That
tomorrow.
was a lot of fun, can't wait.
Oh, that was awesome. As far as Shohei Ohtani is concerned, just have to say, Otsukaresama deshita, Ohtani-san. Job well done. Angels Live postgame is next. See you tomorrow.